Welcome back to Cultivation Corner, you guys.
Welcome back. We are here again.
I mean, do we have to tell you who we are? I'm Steve.
I'm Janae.
But you already know that, right? You know what I'm saying? Janae, what's going on?
Steve, it's been a week, but it's been a good week. I can't complain.
Yeah, it's been a week, hasn't it?
Yeah,
Oh, but listen, at the end of the day, like, we're here.
exactly.
We're here.
We're here, we're live, we're breathing.
got our buddies here, sweetie.
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 Yo, I've been feeling so bad because they get excited when company's here and they just want to be everywhere. And then when I tell them no, they give me the saddest face in America.
Yeah.
So the saddest.
So they got to come in. And, you know, just as well said good, you know.
They better be good. If there isn't a rough cut in this, then it was me getting the girl.
Seriously. Seriously. Janae, what's going on?
Steve, living life.
Yeah. Yeah. I mean,
Living life.
it really is something, isn't it?
Yeah, it is.
Did they tell you that it was going to be like this when you signed up to come here?
All those times when we were kids and we're like, oh, I can't wait to be an adult. I can't wait to grow up. Why?
And our parents told us, they were like, yeah, you better enjoy being a kid
Yeah,
while you can.
I needed to enjoy it a little bit more.
But you know what the funny thing is? I still feel like a kid.
Really?
Yes, like I feel like
That's good though.
I feel like a kid in a middle-aged body because literally, you see how I'm sitting by the time by the time this episode is over and I gotta go and turn off the cameras and everything, every time I get up, what happens, Shanae?
All I hear is, I can't even do the sound. Crack.
Crack, 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 snap, snap, crack.
Exactly.
Pop. You know what I mean? Like I'm a Rice Krispie treat over here. You know, like, literally a bowl of Rice Krispies just snap, crackle.
The bones are like, what is happening?
Seriously, like it's the worst. It's the worst. Again, I gotta tell you, take care of your physical health.
Yes, it's important.
Stretch. Take it from me. Stretch. Okay. But Janae, I think today, what are we doing? We're talking about insecurities.
My goodness. Yes. Not only our own personal insecurities, but also plant insecurities.
Seriously.
Honestly, whenever I first started making plant content, one of my biggest plant insecurities was I didn't want to do any video on how to care for a plant because I was like, well, everybody is knowledgeable, but I'm not. Or I just felt it was like that there was an intimidation there.
Yeah.
And I felt like if I gave this specific advice about a plant,
Yeah.
something as simple as why is a leaf turning yellow, and if I said something wrong, that I would get like backlash or something like that.
And you know, listen, I gotta be honest. I got backlash because you know when I first started the channel, there was something that I didn't know. And I mean, you know, and again, we talk about constructive criticism,
Yeah.
right? And I think that it's all in how you say it. It's all in how you deliver that message.
Yes.
You know, because you just don't know. First of all, it takes so much to put yourself out there, right? And to put yourself in a place where you're allowing people essentially to say whatever they want to
Yeah.
about your content. And so, you know, especially when you're beginning, you know, of course you're going to have a little bit of an insecurity because you don't understand how much courage it takes just to hit post
Yes.
after you've done your first video. Like you can build up all the courage to do your first video,
Yes.
but then the next thing is you gotta post it. You know, so all of that energy it took you to get to point A, you gotta
Yes.
get that back up again
Exactly.
to finish point B.
Not only that, because YouTube, you have to go through 3, 4 different pages.
Oh my God,
You have to go through these series of questions and all this stuff to even get to freaking publish.
So it makes you want a second
Exactly.
triple guess,
Do I really
triple guess yourself. You're like, is it really worth it? Like,
do it or no?
And listen, we up here, we drinking a lot, so you can tell we both dealing with this. You know, as we
Yes,
speak,
it's so true. And I would say another plant insecurity of mine was even like how to use like products.
What do you mean? Like what kind of products?
I was intimidated or insecure, like to get rid of gnats.
To get rid of gnats?
Like using the mosquito bits or the drops or the traps or something like that. Because especially starting out, I was like, okay, this is what the people on YouTube are saying, so I can do it too. But even though I'm just starting out, can I even still be a person to tell others this is how you get rid of not mosquitoes? This is how you get rid of gnats. Like I don't know. It was just the whole thing, but then I think that goes into the comparison effect.
Oh my gosh, yeah, because what are we comparing ourselves to? We're
Exactly.
comparing ourselves to people who may have been doing this for many years, who may have even went to school
Yeah,
for this, right? Like, let
that's
alone,
true.
you have plant influencers who have been doing, YouTubing and TikToking for the better part of 10 years
Yeah,
almost, right? But then what about the botanists and the
exactly.
ones who actually know how to say the name without stuttering? Because
Well, speaking of names, Steve,
what?
I know we talked about this before, but these plant names, like
Why is it so
the,
hard?
especially Hoyas.
Why? Like, here's the thing. If I discovered a plant, you know what I name it?
Steve.
Steve.
No, same here.
Like the philodendron Steve.
Aglaonema Janae. Aglaonema Nay.
Well, I believe not. So the good thing is that you got simple plants like Aglaonema Maria.
Yeah.
What?
Yeah,
Aglaonema
true.
Sparkling Sarah. But then you got
I can't even name like Hoya macrophylla. The Hoya names they still get me. I don't even know. I can barely pronounce Sarawak, the plant I have.
philodendron melanochrysum.
This one's a philodendron Crinervium. I'm pronouncing that wrong, but like, just stop it.
Hoya vitelinoides.
Like, come on. And then what? This is at first I was calling this a Burle Marx. I guess apparently it's Burle Marx.
The accent just like on Janae at the end of your E.
The one on top of you is a melanonii. When I first got that, I was like,
melanonii. That sounds like melanoma.
Like, come on.
We don't want that.
We don't. We really don't. It's just too much. It shouldn't be that complicated.
No, it should not. And so when you talk about plant insecurities, that's one of the things that I was insecure about was I can't say these names. Like, take one, mess up, like you have no idea how many takes I used to do in order just to get the plant name.
Yeah.
Right. So I actually started naming my plants because of that.
I love that.
Like, there's no way that you were going to get me. I mean, the bird of paradise is the official name. The scientific name is like Strelitzia or something like that. Like, you guys, you say it because I'm not. Okay. But I named my bird of paradise Nene Leaks. So I only know or knew my bird of paradise as Nene. Like, don't ask me the scientific name of it. I'm calling it Nene. Make it a lot easier. And now I know my plants as the name that I gave it, not the name that is really called. Not the actual name.
True.
So
just like with my big boys, I mean, I know they're monsters, but I never call them monsters. Yeah. That's Alex. Mufasa. That's Mulligan. That's Vivo.
Right.
That's Washington.
Makes it so much easier, doesn't it?
It really does.
But, again, I think that is the sort of comparison, right? Because you got people who are just very, wordsmithy.
Yeah.
I'm not, like I try to keep things as simple as possible. Okay. Like every once in a while, I get my Myra Rose on from Schitt's Creek where she's using some sort of fancy word, But you probably get like maybe one per episode, okay? Because I am not Capadonna from Wu-Tang. I am not a wordsmith, right? So my thing is, when I compared myself to other TikTokers and YouTubers who were doing plant influencing, I'm like, geez.
Yeah.
They know that.
Exactly.
I don't know that.
It was so intimidating when I first started. And I was like, wait, what are they saying? I would pause the video, Google whatever plant name that was. Yeah. And then go back. I was just like, oh. Yeah.
And that's another thing. Google became my best friend. Now it's chat. But at first it was Google because I'd be like, Trent, like, how do I say this?
Yes.
Like, and then I would write it down phonetically. Like, fun, like literally write the word phonetically for me because that's the only way I'm going to be able to say it.
Oh, especially when Well, when you're online, you want to present yourself well, you want to present your plants well, but then you're like, oh, they're plants. They look so healthy. They don't have any issues.
You mean look, those other people's
Yeah.
plants? Yeah, and I think that that goes along with the whole thing because there is this sort of aesthetic that we're trying to aspire to with, you know, people are going to follow you if they think that you know what you're doing.
Yeah.
You know, so if you got a brown leaf or you're struggling with so many plants, it's like, well, they don't know what they doing. Why am I going to hit subscribe? But that's not
It's not
what it's about.
no, and it's not realistic to think that no one's going to have those things in their collection.
So have you gotten over any of that?
Oh, for sure.
Yeah.
Just the other day when I was filming for a video, I'm dramatic. I love just doing dramatic stuff, panning around. And I was
Yeah.
like, a lot of brown leaves. I was like, ooh, that probably needs some water. It's like all wilted and sad. I was like, no, I'm keeping it in. Like,
Yeah,
it's reality.
it's reality.
You can never have a perfect plant collection. Not only that, go out to the rainforest, go out wherever all these beautiful
Well,
plants
botanical
are.
gardens.
Exactly. You're gonna see crispy leaves. You're
Yeah.
gonna see like the plants are always not gonna be at 100%.
Yeah. And I don't think they're insecure.
No,
Do you?
exactly.
So
At
why
all.
are we?
Mm-mm.
You know, we're all God's creation.
Yes.
Why are we insecure?
Mm-hmm.
You know, that's the thing. But it's this thing.
Exactly.
It's this thing that
Yes.
tells us that, right?
Mhm.
Like
Gotta use that muscle.
for the good.
Mhm.
You know, gotta use it for good.
Yeah.
You know.
So, how do you think you have overcame wanting to, not wanting to, but overcame like comparing yourself to others or your collection to others?
Geez, that's an ongoing thing.
Yeah.
Like to be honest, because I can tell you this much: there are times when I wake up in the morning, and you know, you wake up in the morning, you go to the bathroom, you look at yourself in the mirror, and you're like, yes, this is like you're on. This is your day. You look good. You feel good, and all that stuff, and then you're ready to conquer the world, right? And then there are other days where, you know, that energy just isn't there,
No.
right? And I think that's such as life with my sort of um, my crutch on comparing myself to
Mhm.
others. I mean, look, I used to be well, I'm still in fitness,
Mhm.
right? But I had a huge following at the time on Instagram. Um, Physique was like crazy, you know, 8 pack and all that stuff. Was in the gym 9 days a week, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like just at any time I could get to the gym, I was there. And now, you know, like I'm older. Okay. I mean, you know that challenge that's going on now,
Uh-uh.
2020, 2016,
Oh,
where you're
with the
posting,
flashback. Yeah.
you're posting yourself in 2016. That was such a good year. That was such a good year for my physique. You know what I'm saying? Like, I looked at myself, I was like, damn, I missed 2016 so much.
Bring it back.
Like, can we bring it back? Um, but I say all that to say this. I'm still a work in progress
Yeah.
for comparing myself because even back then, I used to compare myself to other fitness
Mhm.
influencers on Instagram and on
Yeah.
social media, you know, and so, you know, don't ask me about 2026 because I don't have a six pack anymore, all right? I love my biscuits and donuts too much, but
Okay.
at the end of the day, with plant influencing, yo, there are people like Sheffield made plants.
Yeah.
I watch him
Love him.
religiously,
Mm-hmm.
and he's so smart when it comes
Yes.
to plants.
Great.
Now, I also watched his like first
Mm-hmm.
videos,
Yeah.
and he's grown
So much. Yeah.
right?
Just with his knowledge, even his confidence.
1000%.
Love it,
And
Cheryl.
it reminded me that everybody started the same
Yeah.
way.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I mean? Where I'm sure, you know, it was the pandemic and he says, well, let me just put something on YouTube.
Yeah.
And he did it. And, you know, 5, 6 years later, he's more knowledgeable,
Mhm.
he's more confident,
Doing very well.
he's killing it.
Yeah.
That's where I'm going.
Yes, you are.
That's what I'm
You're on
going.
your way there.
And I'm going to try my best not to compare.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I'm
Can't
just
compare.
me. I'm just
Exactly.
me. What about you?
It took one of the things that held me back from even wanting to start a YouTube channel was my voice. So
You got to be kidding me.
yeah, it was like a whole thing. I don't know why I just never liked it growing up. I don't think I was necessarily made fun of for that, but when I would like hear listen back on audios of my voice, I was just like, I don't know, it was just cringy. I didn't like it at all. That was one of the main things. And then when I would look at YouTube videos, I'm like, oh, like I love their voiceovers or their style or whatever. But I was like, Janae, you're gonna have to like talk in the video. Like, why would you do that? You don't have a good voice. Just all the negative thoughts rolling in
Yeah.
my head.
And I'm sorry, my face is giving off judgment because I'm just like, how the
I-
hell can you think that? But go ahead. No,
Yeah.
I can feel that. But
Yeah.
yeah.
And I'm looking back on, I'm like, Janae, why? But I mean, I guess that's everyone has their own insecurities we all have to work through. But I mean, I'm happy to say now I'm not insecure about it,
That's
that I've
great.
grown to love it. And I actually like it now, so that's good.
See,
That's a personal, what, like a personal triumph of mine?
personal growth,
Yeah.
personal
Uh-huh.
triumph.
That I had to overcome. And now too, I've been doing like more voiceovers.
Yeah.
I don't know, I like the whole vibe of it or whatever.
Yeah.
And yeah, I'm like trying not to let the comparison, let the insecurities, just all the things making me think that I'm not, just putting that in the back. Like, that's not true.
Yeah.
And this is reality. Like, Janae, it's fine. You have a nice voice.
Yeah. And you got to tell yourself that.
No, you do.
Because you're not going to
You do.
believe it when other people tell you.
Mm-mm. No.
You know?
I literally say it out loud because sometimes I have my days where I'm like, oh, I feel like I sound too froggy or something. Like, Janae, like, it's okay. Your voice is good. Like, keep going.
See, so for me, I like after a night of drinking, the next day my voice sounds so good. Like, literally,
Like
it sounds
smooth.
that smooth. Like, it's crisper.
Like Barry White.
Kinda. You know, I mean, not. I mean, Barry White had one of the best voices.
Yes.
Okay, so it wasn't good like that, but it's not. It's not. You know, like how it is now. Because I had I didn't like how I sounded. I had a speech problem when I was younger. So I took speech for, geez, probably like 6 years.
Okay.
And there were certain words I couldn't pronounce and everything. And in fact, I'll tell you guys this, right? I was in the fifth grade and I was in the play. And this is one of the, when you have one of those moments that kind of scar you forever that you got to work out in therapy. One of the incidents was I was in this play and I had to say, you pulled out the wrong tooth. But I would say tooth because I couldn't pronounce TH. Yeah. Right. And, I loved my fifth grade teacher. His name was Mr. Dicker.
Okay.
And he was very nice. But he made me do that line over and over and over again until I said it right.
Yeah.
And the thing about it was that I could not freaking say it because I couldn't pronounce TH,
Yeah.
And so I would get teased.
Kids are
because I saw a teacher sometimes. Because why would you make me do that over and over and over again when you know I can't do that and you're sending me in third period to go to speech? So I've always had a complex about pronunciation and being able to really pronunciate. And sometimes it sounds forced, I'm sure, because in my head I'm like, say it right.
Yeah.
Say it right. So I totally get where you're coming from. Yours was your sound.
Yeah.
Mine was my pronunciation, And so those are two things that you definitely have to get over.
Yeah.
When you got a mic in front of you.
Like this right here, like a year ago, like, yeah, Janae, you're gonna be on a podcast. Like, no, I'm not. What are you talking about? Why would I be on a podcast? Why would I be talking to a lot of people with a microphone in front of my face?
Yeah.
Like, what?
Yeah, I mean, but it's a personal growth. This right here in itself. Um, if you could tell your younger self this,
Mm-hmm. Oh,
that you're actually going to be talking in front of thousands of
yeah.
people, how would they even respond to
My
that?
goodness. I would say denial,
Yeah,
but then I don't know. The younger Nate, even though she would be in denial, she would low key be like, "Wow, like we can do this. Like
yeah,
we're gonna do that."
yeah,
You know?
yeah. Like
Yeah.
seriously, you
Mm-hmm.
know what I mean? It's it's a lot of things that I wish I can go back and tell my younger self how it's going to end up,
Yeah.
or what the process is,
Yes.
right? And I think that that's one of those things. And you know, when you're comparing yourself to others for years, um, it takes a hit on your self-esteem.
Yeah, it does.
And
Mm-hmm.
so, would you say that that's something that is a work in progress with you, or
Yeah, definitely it's still a work in progress. But I've came a long way though. Long way. I think even I would go to say every video I publish, there's something of me that sheds off in regards to my insecurities,
yeah,
to my self self consciousness. Like, so it's just it's been a process,
yeah,
but I mean I'm getting there.
yeah? I think we're all works in
Yeah,
progress, and to be honest, I don't think sometimes the work ever ends.
that's true. No, and honestly, it shouldn't because we should consistently be working on ourselves and
Yeah.
trying to be a better version of ourselves.
Well, do you feel like you've learned more about yourself?
Mm, I have. I actually have. It's been a good. It's especially like starting the channel, even though it's about plants, but it's taught me a lot about myself, and I think it's helped me grow in a way
Yeah,
too,
yeah,
for sure.
yeah,
I never thought of it that way.
yeah.
Yeah.
I bet you your 10-year-old self would be like ecstatic.
No, she would.
You know,
She would. She'd be like, "Nay."
that's amazing.
Yeah.
That's amazing. So, where do you see yourself like, from this point, and let's say 5 years from now? Like,
Ooh, honestly.
honestly,
Well, so I've always been wanting to have, I don't know what I would call it, basically like a animal sanctuary, but more specifically for dogs.
wow. Okay.
I really want to have like a sanctuary, especially even more specifically for senior pups because they're always overlooked and they need so much care. I would love to have like that, but then also like foster animals too. Still have like my plant business.
Yeah.
I would still love to do that, but maybe even like on a larger scale or something like that.
Yeah.
But then again, I don't know. I'm all over the place because I love animals in general.
Mhm.
So I could totally see myself on land having my rescue, having like volunteers, or even I could hire 1099s or employees help with that and their care, and still have my other animals
Yeah.
that I want to take care of, surrounded by lots of plants and
Oh,
all the things. Then one more thing, like the mid-century time and how their gardens are.
yeah.
I would love to have that my own, like how the trimmed bushes are,
Yeah.
and nothing but I don't know how I would do it, but all these tropical plants in there,
Yeah.
like my own little mini botanical garden
Yeah.
in my house,
Yeah.
while still being able to enjoy my animals and my house plants.
You can do it all.
Yeah.
You can do it all. That's amazing. I got a visual of that.
Wouldn't that be awesome?
That would be awesome.
Yeah.
That would be awesome.
So it definitely, yeah, love that.
Yeah.
Where do you see yourself in 5 years?
5 years. Jeez. So 5 years, I don't know if it'll take 5 years or longer, but like I always wanted to host like The Price is Right or something.
Oh, that would be awesome.
Do something like that. Like a
Yeah.
little game show or something like
Yeah.
that. I love Drew Carey. I think Drew Carey's
Mhm.
awesome, and I always wanted to. There's a couple of people who are in my life who like I feel like I have to meet.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? He's one of them. Queen Latifah is another.
Uh,
I mean, I just wish I met Queen like 30, 40 years ago, so we'd be like besties right
Okay.
now, because I think that that's where we would have been.
Yeah.
But you know, but like hosting something,
Yeah.
you know,
I can totally see you doing that.
and then also, helping. There's a lot of initiatives. So number one is helping homeless people.
Okay.
So maybe introducing them to, helping them get set up and
Mhm.
everything, and bringing plants into their life, and because I really think
Oh.
that when you give someone something to take care of, who
Mhm.
ordinarily doesn't have anything in their life,
Yeah.
they're homeless for a reason. Um, there is a lack of hope.
Mhm.
It's sometimes in some cases with them, and so if you just give them something um, to take care of,
Yeah.
I think that could be a game changer that can add a little bit more stability.
Mhm.
I want to be able to in 5 years be in a position to give more abundantly. Whatever that looks like,
Yeah.
like whether that's through the channel and the viewership, but just be able to help as many people as I can. Not everybody,
Yeah.
but as many people as I
Mhm.
can. And lastly, um, you know, I think that even, with my coaching and stuff, just to, I like to simplify things. Everything doesn't have to be complicated. I don't think life is supposed to be that complicated. I
No.
think life is supposed to be um, as simple as making sure your fellow man is okay,
Yeah.
listening to them, providing what they don't have if you have it, not feeling like there is they have to give it back to you,
Mhm.
but you'll get it some way,
Yeah.
some other way, you know. And so I don't know what that looks like, to be honest. I mean, I joke about Price is Right. Drew ain't giving up that gig anytime soon.
Nope.
Okay, so you know
Maybe
what I
not. You
mean.
never
But
know.
it'll be something where um, I always said that I wanted people to understand how passionate I am about my work,
Okay.
whatever that looks like.
Mhm.
But that I'm passionate about that, and so whatever that looks like in 5 years, I hope that that's what it is.
Yeah.
Because by then, hopefully, I won't have any insecurity.
Okay. Well, same here.
But you know what? The funny thing is that I really am getting so much better about that
Uh-huh.
because um, I would actually, at least in the beginning, watch what I say
Mm.
on my channel, you know. And it wasn't until I said, well, you know what, Steve, like, you got to get to a point where, um, you know, i- if you're comfortable in your skin, then for those who are not comfortable for you being you, then let them be uncomfortable. You don't have to be
Yeah.
uncomfortable. Let them be uncomfortable.
That's true.
You know? And so I gotta say that when I started thinking like that, I started receiving feedback, which was, hey, we watch you because
Mhm.
you are who you are.
Mhm.
We watch you because you keep it real. We watch you because of the way you
Yeah.
talk and all that stuff. So, I can always say, I think, you're always going to find the audience that kind of gets you,
Mhm.
you know?
That's true. The right audience will find you and follow you.
Exactly. And you already know that,
Yeah.
you know?
Learn that from you, Steve.
But do you feel like that's helped? Do you feel like that's helped you on this journey of getting over some of the things that you think is an issue?
I do, because then it's helped me to even present myself even more like confidently on camera. When I looked back at some of my first videos, I could tell I was just like, oh no, it's just like little baby Nay,
Yeah.
like so shy and stuff. But
Yeah.
I would say the show up for myself has been better.
Yeah.
In overcoming those insecurities.
Yeah. Absolutely. Absolutely. And it is a it's progress. It's
Yeah.
a work in progress.
Mhm.
We all have scaffolding up, where we know exactly where we want to be, I think
Yes.
some of us. and it just takes a lot of work to get there, and a
Mhm.
lot of belief.
It does.
You know, that's another thing.
We're getting there.
We are.
That's
We
what
are.
matters.
We are. So, do you think that, with all that being said, you could stop putting yourself up against what you think others are doing?
Whew. I would say yes because I know I don't know, my style is just different. The things I like is different. And I notice more so now just because I like a specific style and a content creator and how they present their material, that doesn't mean I need to do that too.
Yeah.
Because I struggle with that too. It's like, well, they did this, I should do it too.
Yeah.
But I didn't enjoy personally doing those. I love watching them do it. It was like, just because you love it doesn't mean you have to do it.
Yeah.
So you asked me this a few weeks ago. You're like, do you know your voice? And I said no. I think I'm slowly but surely finding it
Wow,
and
that's
just finding my
huge.
own lane. Just like Janae, what do you, not them, or what,
Yeah.
just what do you want to do? What do you like?
Yeah.
What do you enjoy filming or creating or talking about?
It's called YouTube, not AirTube.
That's true.
I mean, it's
You,
you.
literally, YOU.
Yeah,
YOU.
it's YouTube.
My goodness, that's true.
You know,
Yeah.
and it's funny because one of my good friends is Dave from the Arrow
Yeah.
District, right?
What's up, Dave?
What up, bro? And so the thing is that like he is great with
Plant staging.
plant stage.
Like
You know what
amazing.
I'm saying? It's fantastic.
It is.
And I'm not, okay? Like literally, like I need to hire a stylist just for my personal gear and stuff like that. But he's really good at plant
Yeah.
staging. And so for me, I'm not. I would love to do a plant staging video, but I'm not good at that. So that's when you collaborate with
And
people who I think may, like you might say, hey, they're good at that. So maybe
Yeah.
I could, collaborate with them and they show me how to do something and
That's
we
true.
can do, a little collabo.
A little plant stage collab.
Exactly. Yeah.
Yeah, exactly. I love that.
Yeah. So hopefully that's what he can show me one of these days. We could do a little collab. I know he wants to do a collab with you.
Yes, no, we have to. That's mandatory.
I think that we need him
Mandatory.
on this podcast as well.
Absolutely.
Y'all want to see Dave?
That would be awesome.
Arrow District?
Mhm.
Let's do that.
Yeah, I need to pick his brain on so many things. Like so many things.
Yeah. But I mean, I think at the end of the day, what's life without insecurities, especially when you're younger, because it gives you really a way to get to know who you are
It's true.
as a person, what you like, what you dislike, what you can tolerate, where you fit in, you set your lane. I mean,
it's true because if we didn't have those insecurities, those setbacks, I don't even think we would truly know like who we are as a person.
Exactly.
Because we need those things. We need something to challenge ourselves.
1000%.
To be able to face them and be like, okay.
Like me holding a snake.
Y'all. So no, I don't like snakes, but I've been overcoming this fear. So last year I held, I think 2 and I touched one. And then a couple weeks ago I held another snake. And Steve has never held one before.
Nope.
He didn't want to hold it because he was there with me when I was holding the snake. But he said he's going to hold a snake, and I'm going to hold him to it. We're recording this episode January 19th. It is currently 3:52 p.m. I will get back with y'all in a pinned comment if he held the snake or not.
Well, listen, so we're going to go to Energy Gardens, right, to talk to my boy Anthony, and he has an amazing nursery.
Yes.
In Deep Ellum, Texas. And so not only does he have a plant nursery, but he also has animals.
All the animals.
Yeah, so you'll see this. But one of my fears, let's call this fear factor,
It's the chuckle for me.
is to hold any moving thing aside from like a cat or a dog in my hands.
Oh, any moving thing.
Yes.
Oh.
Yes. So no mice,
Oh.
no frogs, no snakes, no insects, no spiders, anything that's smaller than me
And it can move.
and it can move.
Not even a cute bunny?
Not even a cute bunny. No, negative. Not
Negative.
happening. Not happening. So I am going to.
Yes, you're going to hold a snake in a few days' time, January 23rd.
Lord help me.
It's going to be amazing.
Lord.
You can do it. But at least you were even close to it. I wouldn't even get that close before.
Listen.
Like, if there's someone, like, showing a snake, I would be the opposite end of the room.
Yeah.
Like, okay, cool.
Yeah.
Get that away from me.
Yeah. Wow.
Baby steps.
Baby steps. Baby steps. Getting over insecurities and fears, you guys. Like what?
No, exactly. Getting over it all.
So now you're way more confident in
snakes or plants? Snakes, no.
What about plants?
Plants, yes.
Okay.
Definitely plants. I wouldn't say, of course, no one's a know-it-all, but I'm definitely more confident with my plants and the care, and not only that, just knowing what I can keep up with.
Yeah.
And what I'm going to allow in my plant space.
Yeah.
And just being more specific with my purchases.
Yeah.
And what I bring home.
Yeah. You're on your journey.
Yeah, I am. But I love it though. And it seems like your collection has came a long way.
It has
a shift.
It has. Yeah, I definitely made a shift, you guys. Like, I like to think of my days as school days. Like I'm learning something new every day.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? And so at the end of the day, with my plant journey, I am really confident now in being able to tell you all what works for me. Like I can actually sit there and tell you how to take care of aglanemas and certain Hoyas because I've had them now for so long that whatever the hell I'm doing is working.
Okay.
So
it's working.
Like it's and then when it's working, you don't fix something that's not broken. So I can tell you with confidence now that there are certain things that I do that actually work. And I can say that without having to second guess myself.
And see, that's a good thing.
Yeah, it's huge.
Yes.
Like, because again, it's one of those things where you always second guess. Well, when I started this channel, I always second guess my knowledge. It was like, well, is that right?
Same, I would do that too.
Is that right? Like,
yeah.
And now, yeah, Steve is right because that's what you do, and they ain't dead.
Yeah.
So
through your own personal trials and own personal experience.
Experience, you guys.
And
experience.
You know how to do it.
I think experience is probably the best antidote to insecurities.
Yes.
And fear.
It is. We need that experience in order to keep on moving and maturing within ourselves. Keep on growing.
1,000%.
Yeah, for
1,000%.
sure.
Janae, this was a really good episode.
It really is. I don't think so, even talked about my own insecurities, especially in regards to my voice and stuff. So, talking about this with a lot of people to listen to a little bit.
I think Janae needs to be on Sirius Radio, okay? Because you definitely could do this, and people would just be listening to you.
Yeah.
You never sell yourself short.
That's true.
Ever.
You've been helping me with that, so I appreciate it.
Yeah.
You have.
Yeah, and I'm really happy that I can because, it's one of those things where you wish someone can see what you see, and if you saw what I saw, you might not even want to do this podcast with me because because that's how good you are. You know what I'm saying? So yeah, for sure.
Thank you.
For sure. Well, you guys,
this
again,
was great.
You heard me and Janae just sit here and just have a little bit of a conversation. You know what I mean? We try to tie in plans as much as we can.
Okay. But I think we just still did a good job.
Yeah.
We still did.
Y'all still interested, right? Y'all still here?
Okay. Just make sure you like, And you
Yes.
comment and you subscribe. You do
Yeah.
all of the things.
Remember, that helps us out with the algorithm, you guys. We need to be big. All right. So
Big.
listen, we just told you what we're trying to do in 5 years. All right. So that's with your help.
Okay, with your help and understanding.
And understand. Exactly. You guys, thank you so much for watching Cultivation Corner. We will see you in the next episode. You dig?
Bye.
Peace.